100,000 years ago, you wouldn't be the only human on Earth. Neanderthals, Denisovans, Homo Erectus, they all shared the planet with us. Some were stronger than us, some survived brutal ice ages, some had larger brains than modern humans, yet today, every one of them is gone. Homo sapiens became the last human species left alive, but why did we survive when everyone else disappeared? To understand the answer, we must travel back millions of years. Imagine waking up 100,000 years ago. The world looks familiar, but something feels different. You start walking through the wilderness, suddenly, you see another human, but that human is not Homo sapiens. In fact, multiple human species share the Earth. Humanity was once a large family. Homo sapiens were only one branch, other branches were just as impressive. Some were stronger than us, some survived harsher climates, some hunted giant animals, yet today, they are all gone. Only Homo sapiens survived. To understand why, we must go back millions of years. The story begins in Africa. This is where the first humans evolved. Over time, new species emerged, each species adapted to its environment. One of the most successful was Homo erectus. Homo erectus survived for nearly 2 million years. They spread across Africa and Asia. They mastered fire. Fire changed everything. It provided warmth and protection. It also allowed food to be cooked. Human intelligence continued growing. New tools became more advanced. Human species became more diverse. Then came one of humanity's most famous relatives, the Neanderthals. Neanderthals first appeared around 400,000 years ago. They evolved to survive extreme cold. Their bodies were stronger than ours. Their bones were thicker and tougher. They were expert hunters. They regularly hunted dangerous animals. Life was brutal, but they adapted. They were far from primitive. They made weapons and clothing. They even cared for injured members. Many scientists believe they buried their dead. For thousands of years, they dominated Europe. Then another human species arrived. Homo sapiens were expanding rapidly. They came from Africa. Soon, the two species met. Imagine that moment. Two human species standing together. Both intelligent, both capable hunters, both fighting to survive. But Neanderthals weren't the only rivals. Deep in Asia lived another group. We call them Denisovans. They remained unknown until recently. Only a few fossils have ever been found, yet DNA revealed a shocking truth. Denisovans were another human species. They lived across vast parts of Asia. At one point, 3 different human species shared the world for thousands of years. Different human species competed for survival. Of food was one of the biggest challenges. Every hunt could mean life or death. Every winter tested their limits. Resources were often scarce. Competition became unavoidable. Whoever adapted best would survive. This is where Homo sapiens gained an advantage. Our ancestors formed larger social groups. More people meant more cooperation. Knowledge could spread faster. One person learned a skill, then the entire tribe learned it. This made innovation much faster. Better tools improved hunting success. Better weapons increased survival. Better planning reduced risks. Homo sapiens also mastered communication. Language changed everything. Complex ideas could now be shared. Entire groups could coordinate their actions. This made Homo sapiens incredibly flexible. They could survive in forests. They could survive in deserts. They could survive in frozen regions. Then nature created a new problem. The climate began changing rapidly. Temperatures rose and fell unpredictably. Ecosystems started transforming, and many human species struggled to keep up. As the climate changed, survival became harder than ever. Food sources started disappearing. Large herds migrated to new regions. Human species were forced to adapt. Some adapted successfully. Others struggled to survive. Neanderthals faced increasing pressure. Their population remained relatively small. Small populations are vulnerable. A single disaster can be devastating. Disease may have spread between groups. Competition for resources intensified. Every meal became more important. Every successful hunt mattered. Slowly, Neanderthal numbers declined. Yet something unexpected happened. Homo sapiens and Neanderthals did not only compete. Sometimes, they formed relationships. They had children together. Their DNA became part of our story. Even today, many people carry Neanderthal genes. The Neanderthals were disappearing. But they were not completely gone. Part of them survives inside us. Around 40,000 years ago, the last Neanderthals vanished. One of humanity's closest relatives was gone. Denisovans disappeared as well. Other human species followed the same fate. One by one, they vanished from Earth. Soon, only Homo sapiens remained. So why did Homo sapiens survive when every other human species disappeared? The answer wasn't strength. Neanderthals were stronger than us. The answer wasn't size. It wasn't even survival experience. The real advantage was cooperation. Homo sapiens could cooperate in massive numbers. They trusted people beyond their family. This created larger communities. Larger communities solved bigger problems. But there was another secret weapon: imagination. Humans could believe in things they couldn't see. They created stories. They created myths. They created shared beliefs united huge groups. No other species could match the scale. This gave Homo sapiens incredible flexibility. They could solve new problems quickly, they could adapt to changing climates, they could spread across the world. Eventually, Homo sapiens reached every corner of Earth, from frozen tundras to scorching deserts. Humanity became unstoppable. Every other human species disappeared, but traces of them remain. Their story lives on inside us, because in a way, we are the last chapter of a much larger human family. If you enjoyed this journey through human history, subscribe for more stories about the past, survival, and the mysteries of humanity.